Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL news cycle lately, you know that the Packers are always looking for ways to strengthen their roster, especially along the offensive line. And right now, there's a name that's been buzzing around the rumor mill, and it's none other than Logan Brown. Yes, Logan Brown, the former Wisconsin Badgers star who's been navigating the tricky waters of the NFL after going undrafted in 2025, but showing flashes of potential that make him a very intriguing option for Green Bay. The story of Logan Brown is quite fascinating, especially for Packers fans who remember his college days and are now wondering if he might find a home back in Wisconsin, where he first made a name for himself as one of the top offensive tackles in the country. Brown's journey in football started at the University of Wisconsin, a place that's become a significant part of his identity. He arrived in Madison as a highly touted recruit, part of what was seen as one of the top offensive line classes in the nation. Standing at 6'6" and weighing around 311 pounds, with nearly 34-inch arms, his physical profile alone already screams NFL potential. But what really caught the scouts' attention was his athleticism. He ran a 5.18-second 40-yard dash at the combine, which is pretty impressive for a guy of his size. He also had a 32-inch vertical leap, 26 bench reps, and a RAS score that's as high as 9.45 out of 10, ranking him among the elite offensive tackle prospects from 1987 all the way through 2025. That kind of athletic profile suggests that Brown has the foot speed, recovery ability, and agility that NFL teams covet, especially in today's game where offensive linemen are expected to be more versatile and mobile than ever before. Now, his college career was a bit of a roller coaster. He arrived in Madison in 2019, seen as the crown jewel of the Badgers' recruiting class. But injuries, shoulder issues, biceps problems slowed his start, forcing him to redshirt that first season. Despite those setbacks, Brown worked his way into the rotation over the next couple of years. In 2020, during that shortened season, he appeared in all 7 games, showing resilience and improving his game. Then in 2021, he played in all 13 games, earning academic All-Big Ten honors along the way. The following year, in 2022, he started 3 of 6 games, but an internal incident led to his dismissal from Wisconsin. That was a turning point for Brown, who then transferred to Kansas, where he continued to develop and prove himself. At Kansas, he finally found his footing, especially in 2024, when he became the starting right tackle for the Jayhawks. He started 11 of 12 games that season, anchoring a line that became one of the best in the Big 12, paving the way for an impressive 211 rushing yards per game. His performance earned him second-team All-Big 12 honors and a mention as an honorable mention for Big 12 Offensive Lineman of the Year. These achievements highlight not only his talent, but also his resilience, overcoming injuries, setbacks, and a transfer that could have derailed his career, but instead served as a stepping stone to his NFL prospects. Speaking of NFL prospects, Brown's athletic profile and college production have kept scouts intrigued. His combine metrics, especially his RAS score, are among the best for offensive tackles from his draft class. And his 409 pass-blocking snaps in 2024 without allowing a sack, according to PFF, show that he's got the foot speed, recovery ability, and technical skill to succeed at the next level. His tape reveals a player who can move well in space, recover after missteps, and hold his ground against power rushers. All these qualities make him an attractive option for teams looking to bolster their offensive line with a low-cost but high-upside prospect. And this is where the Green Bay Packers come into the picture. The Packers have a long-standing reputation of targeting athletic linemen, especially those who can fit into their zone-heavy scheme under head coach Matt LaFleur. They've historically been unafraid to take risks on players with high upside but some developmental needs. Think of how they've handled various players in recent years. Brown's profile fits that mold perfectly. At just 24 years old, he's still young enough to develop into a reliable swing tackle or even a starter down the line. His length, athleticism, and experience as a versatile offensive lineman give the Packers options to mold him into a valuable piece of their puzzle. Adding Brown makes a lot of sense from a roster-building perspective. Depth along the offensive line has already been tested this summer, especially with some injuries and the need for more reliable options behind Zach Tom and Rashid Walker. Brown's mobility and length mirror what Green Bay looks for in swing tackles, and he could be a perfect developmental project for Luke Butkus and Adam Stenavich to work with. Plus, given that the Packers often like to take low-cost chances on players who have the potential to grow into something more, Brown fits that bill perfectly. He's a guy who comes with pedigree, having been a five-star recruit, and he's already proven he can rebound after setbacks. For Green Bay, signing him now while he's available on the open market could be a real win, especially if they can bring him into the fold for a modest deal, perhaps on the practice squad initially, but with the potential to grow into a key reserve or even a starter down the line. Now, let's not forget the bigger picture here. The Packers are in a window where they want to maximize their roster's potential, especially along the offensive line, which has been a mixed bag in recent seasons. They've been trying to find the right combination of athleticism, durability, and technical skill. Brown's combination of size, athletic testing, and game tape makes him an intriguing puzzle piece. His ability to stay healthy, rebound from setbacks, and adapt to the NFL level is what could set him apart. And coming from Wisconsin, where he already knows the culture, the climate, and the expectations, a return to Green Bay could be just what he needs to unlock his full potential. It's a classic case of a player needing the right environment to flourish, and the Packers might just be that environment for him. In addition, it's worth noting that the Packers have a history of mining the cut-down market for hidden gems and developmental projects. They are not afraid to take a chance on players who might not have been highly drafted, but possess the traits that fit their system. Brown, with his athletic profile and college experience, fits that mold perfectly. If he can learn the nuances of LaFleur's scheme and develop physically and technically, he could become a valuable asset, especially in a league that's increasingly emphasizing versatile, mobile offensive linemen. And of course, it's not just about immediate help. Brown's journey shows a player with resilience, one who's already overcome injuries and setbacks to reach a high level of play. His story is one of perseverance, and that kind of mentality can be contagious in a locker room. Green Bay, with its rich history of developing talent and turning under-the-radar players into stars, could be the perfect place for him to continue his growth. Just imagine him learning behind Zach Tom and Rashid Walker, absorbing the nuances of NFL pass protection, and eventually stepping into a larger role when called upon. So, in conclusion, the potential signing of Logan Brown is more than just a roster move. It's a strategic play by the Packers to reinforce their offensive line with a player who has the athleticism, pedigree, and resilience to thrive. It's a low-risk, high-reward scenario that fits their mold perfectly. With Brown's background, skill set, and the team's needs aligning, this could be a move that pays dividends down the line, especially if he gets the right environment to develop and contribute. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Logan Brown could be the missing piece along the offensive line? Would you like to see him get the chance to compete for a spot or even start at some point? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Packers organization. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This team is always evolving, and every move they make is part of the bigger story of their quest for another Super Bowl. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Pack Go!